Hey guys, and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be predicting the scores of week 17 of this 2021-2022 Premier League season. Nathan, you're back.
I'm back
after a slight illness. How are you feeling?
Still ill, but who cares?
You're here. Fantastic. Now, before we get into these predictions for week 17, so have a quick look back at how well we got on in week 16. Myself, I came away with 12 points. And just one exact score. And yourself, Nathan?
9 points, no perfect scores yet again.
No, but 9 points in bad week. But a lot of people had some good scores last week. But top scorer of the week was Play the Ball, Not the Man. And he or she came away with 15.5 points. And I think it was 2 exact scores overall. So how that affects the overall leaderboard now. Well, top of the shop is Yao Form VP. I think he was top last week as well. Currently on 155 points, followed by Henry Troy in second position on 154 with Fubar as well. Quick turnaround this week. Games taking place on Tuesday, Wednesday, and bizarrely Thursday. Tottenham playing Thursday, didn't play last weekend because of the demonetised virus. But enough of last week, week 16. Let's just move on and predict the scores for week 17.
First up, Tuesday, 7:30 weird kick-off time, that between Brentford, Man United. Now, Man United only just managed to beat Norwich, and I've got to be honest,
Cristiano Ronaldo penalty.
Yeah, quite a controversial penalty. Lots of controversial penalties this weekend. But yeah, that's against Norwich. They should be doing better. But Brentford aren't particularly performing well either. I mean, they did beat Watford, but had to fight for that as well.
Yeah, come back.
I think Man United will be better, so I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0, yeah. Well, since Ragnarsson has come in, they've now had 2 clean sheets. Coming up against a free scoring Brentford side, did well to come back in that match against Watford. 2 defeats in the last 6 and 2 wins in the last 6 as well. I think these 2 teams are going to cancel themselves out. Man United do look a lot better, but I'm still not convinced with their goal scoring threat at the moment, and they do give teams chances. So I'm going to go for a draw on this one, 1-1. Next up, at 7:45, just 15 minutes later, all these games on BT Sport this midweek. We've got Norwich coming up against Aston Villa. Aston Villa narrowly losing against Liverpool with that Mo Salah. Now, if you're a Liverpool fan, you're going to say it's penalty every day of the week. If you're a Villa fan, then
or any other fans, it's not a penalty.
It was. I can see why it was given, but it was very, very harsh on Villa. Norwich losing out against Man United, had opportunities to score, but didn't take those opportunities. This is going to be tight at Carrow Road, underneath the lights, good atmosphere. However, I'm going to go for a Villa away win in this one. I think they'll just sneak this one 2-1.
Yeah, believe it or not, I was really impressed with how Villa played against Liverpool last week, and I think they're just going to absolutely steamroll Aston Villa. Dean Smith's going to have a shock. Yeah, 3-0.
3-0. Interesting, as you say.
Yep. Next up, we have Man City versus Leeds at 8 o'clock now. Now, Man City, again, another strong win against Wolves as well. Another controversial penalty in that one. Definitely not a penalty for me. And then and they're coming up against the Leeds side, who seem to be okay against Chelsea, but that defence is something else, isn't it? I think Man City are going to get through them again, but I can see Leeds scoring 2-1. To Man City.
Yeah, well, last season Manchester City could not beat Leeds. They lost against them at home 2-1, and it was a 1-1 draw at Elland Road, I think. So I think Leeds United defensively all over the shop this season, not convincing at all. 2 defeats in the last 6, which isn't too bad, and really they could have held out for a draw against Chelsea. Did really well, I thought, but they're playing Manchester City at the Citizens' Ground, so I'm going to go for a 4-1 victory to the Blue Moon crowd up there. Moving on to Wednesday now, the first of the fixtures is Brighton coming up against Wolves. Of course, Brighton didn't play last time. Wolves without Jimenez getting sent off in that match against Man City, so they're going to be struggling for goals up front. Adama Traore doesn't score many goals anymore,
he's just useless, isn't he?
Yeah. Brighton also a team now that haven't scored many goals this season. 14 goals in 15 matches. That's less than 1 a match, and they've drawn 5 of their last 6. I can see this one ending up in a draw. Not many goals. No goals at all for me. 0-0.
I disagree. I've been impressed with how Wolves have been playing recently. They've been really unlucky in some games, especially that Man City one as well. So I'm going to go for a solid 2-0 Wolves victory. Brighton.
Wow. Even though they've only won once in their last 6.
Even though they've only won once in their last 6, I'm not convinced by Brighton at all. So 2-0 Wolves. Next up, we got Burnley versus Watford, 18th versus 17th. Now, Burnley only losing 1 in their last 6, grinding out draws as well. And Watford, well, the Ranieri effect is going full into it. 4 defeats on the bounce. Only team as well this season not to keep a clean sheet as well. So, yeah, that's Watford still not going to have a clean sheet here. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, close game.
Even Watford, there's lots of goals in their games. Burnley, you know how resolute they are at the back. They gained a creditable home draw against West Ham, and West Ham going forward has been phenomenal this season. Watford going away, 5 defeats in the last 6. I think Burnley are going to win this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 home win. Next up, we got Crystal Palace coming up against Southampton. Crystal Palace with Conor Gallagher absolutely flying at the moment. This young man with that very, very good win against Toffees earlier this evening or this afternoon, 3-1. Coming up against a Southampton side destroyed by Arsenal.
Imagine.
Imagine that. But I think this is going to be a tight one. Evening kickoff, as they all are on BT Sport. Palace won this one 1-0 last season. I think there's going to be 1 goal in this again, but I'm going to go for Palace 2, Saints 1.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 Palace for me.
Same.
They just, exactly the same as you. I just think they'll have enough and good crowd in front of Selhurst. And Southampton, they need to turn things around because it's going to be like no wins in 6 at this point. Next up, we've got Arsenal versus West Ham. We all know how good West Ham are at the moment, even though they did get a 0-0 draw against Burnley, but Burnley have been grinding them out. And then Arsenal, 3-0 victors against Southampton, but Southampton haven't been in the best of form recently. Difficult one for me though, to be honest. I think I'm going to just edge West Ham here. I'm going to go for 2-1.
All London affair.
Yeah.
Arsenal, only 1 defeat at home this season. That was against Chelsea in, I think it was the first month. It was in August, I believe it was. So very strong at home, Arsenal. Sometimes flattering to deceive. West Ham, a draw last time. Been really good, haven't they? Only 2 wins in the last 6. So I'm going to go for a draw in this one. I'm going to go for 1-1, both teams to score. Moving on to the Thursday fixtures, we've got Leicester coming up against Spurs. Leicester having a fantastic 4-0 win earlier on Sunday, which was only their 2nd win.
Lovely
in the last
defending in that game.
Newcastle, isn't it? Newcastle, same number of points as Norwich at the bottom of the league. Spurs, week off. A lot of players there with the old demonetised virus, but Conte has got that. He's sorted out that defence, you could say. 2 clean sheets in the last 2 matches, actually 3 out of the last 4. So I'm actually going to go for Spurs in this one against Leicester, who can beat anybody on their day in this league, but I'm going to go for a 1-0 away win to the Whites.
Interesting. I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw here. I was really impressed with the way that Leicester played today.
Well. Even without Jamie Vardy.
Pats and Daka are absolutely superb. But I think Spurs will get a little shock here, and I think this is what Leicester have needed, sort of a 4-0 win like that to carry some momentum forward. So 1-1. Next we've got Chelsea versus Everton. Now Everton, where do we start? Losing 3-1 at Palace earlier. Oh, they're terrible at the moment at the back, leaking loads and loads of goals. I mean, looking at their last couple of games, they've conceded 3 to Palace, 1 to Arsenal, 4 to Liverpool, 1 to Brentford, 3 to Man City, and then they haven't kept a clean sheet since the 7th of November. Not good in defence from them. And Chelsea, we all know how pretty decent they've been recently, minus that West Ham loss there. So I'm probably going to go for Chelsea should be able to win this one comfortably 3-0.
They should be able to win it, but they have been stuttering in the league, stuttering in Europe as well. Leeds could have got something out of that match
against
Stamford Bridge and possibly even won it. Losing against West Ham, beating Watford, but I think that was only just carved that out in the end. Draws against Manchester United and Burnley as well. But Everton, terrible. They're only 5 points above the relegation zone. All sorts of problems. They're a Goodison Park. 1 win in the last 6 as well. Got to fancy Chelsea in this one. I'm going to go 2-0. And the final fixture of this midweek game week, also on Thursday. No football's on Thursday apart from Europa League. Come on, Liverpool, Newcastle. goals for Liverpool in this one. 3-0 Liverpool, easy.
One more than that, 4-1. But I do think Newcastle will score because something will slip through that defence. But I bet all Newcastle fans are saying at the moment, get them to January. They're going to have money to spend, and they've said there's going to be quite a sum apparently, because obviously Mike Ashley hasn't spent much in the last few years, so they have a ridiculous window of FFP. And honestly, they need to get rid of some of the deadwood of that club. 4-1 Liverpool.
I can't see Liverpool conceding this one. 4 clean sheets in their last 6. So there we have it, guys. Thanks for watching once again. That concludes our predictions for week 17 as usual. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Subaru website. Link in the description. Link here, and there's the code if you're not already joined up. It's free to play as well. Go on there, you can check out the leaderboard at any time and how well you're doing as well. And don't forget to make your predictions on there, because you could slide down that table. But let's try it all. Try and get at the top of the table where we can hopefully catch up with Yao, Form VP, and Henry Troy as well. But Nathan, is there anything you'd like to add before we go this evening?
Well, the next video will there's no videos coming up pretty much minus the podcast tomorrow on Doug's channel, so check that out. And we're going to be at the Saturday match against Derby,
that'll be next video. That will. And we're also going to be recording, maybe even live on Thursday evening.
Who knows?
For this one, we may go live Thursday evening for week 18 of this Premier League show. But there we are, guys. We're going to make a move now. Make sure you leave your predictions. Hit the thumbs, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, all that good stuff. We'll see you all in the next video.